So you think those jeans you're wearing right now are clean? You may want to think again. 70% of the dirt on your clothes is invisible, because what's making them dirty is not dirt. It's human matter, like dead skin cells, sweat, and body oil. In fact, the average adult on a normal day produces 6 liters of perspiration, about half of that through our feet. In addition, our bodies produce 10 grams of salt, 40 grams of grease and oil, and 10 grams of dead skin cells. As a result, each load of our wash we do has about 53 grams of grime. That's about the size and weight of a Snickers bar. And if you don't have a washer and dryer at home, you're going to the laundromat. On that note, we welcome Cade Antonucci of Ye Olde Washaus to the podcast. Welcome, Cade.
Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Cade, you are the owner of Ye Olde Washaus?
So I co-own it with my mother, my grandparents, and myself.
Well, let's talk dirty laundry. How long has Ye Olde Washaus been around?
We've been around since 1989. We purchased our first store in Summers Point in 1989, our second store in Egg Harbor Township in 1990, and our third store in Pleasantville in 1996. Okay,
and how has business been?
It's been excellent. You know, it's been great to be a part of the community. You know, you meet some great people. You know, we've had a lot of repeat customers, and that's what we thrive and survive on.
How long has your family owned it?
We're going on 30 years now, 33, 34 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Now, did you know growing up that you wanted to be part of this family business?
Yeah, since I was very young, I worked with my grandfather and my grandma in the business. You know, I remember being 5, 6 years old, going to take care of things such as, you know, broken machines, changers going down, or just simple maintenance on the stores. So I kind of knew from a young age that this was going to be a part of my life, and then eventually I was going to want to come, you know, and take over it eventually.
Mm-hmm. And how do you like being your own boss?
It has its own set of challenges, definitely, but I really enjoy the freedom. I enjoy being able to make decisions, and I, you know, enjoy being able to talk to people, network with people, and meet all the customers.
What does a normal day look like as a laundromat owner?
So a normal day now looks a little different from what it used to for us. Since we've started our pickup and delivery service, a big part of the day is going to do pickups, you know, meeting different customers, picking up from businesses, picking up from homes, bringing that back to the laundromat. And we also spend, you know, a few hours every day going in doing maintenance, you know, taking quarters out of machines, making sure machines are up and running, and talking to our employees, just seeing what's going on and kind of just managing the whole process.
Now, how many employees do you have?
Right now, we have 9 employees.
Okay, over 3 locations.
Over 3 locations, yes.
How much does a load of laundry cost? If I were to go in there and want to do 1 load of laundry, how much is that?
No, that depends a lot on exactly how much you have. You know, a single person coming in to do laundry, we have machines that range anywhere from $2.75 up to $7.75. So, and you know, for the $7.75 machines, those tend to be the bigger machines you use to wash comforters and your more heavy duty clothes. The smaller machines, the $2.75 machines to the $5.50 machines, are generally what you would use if you had like t-shirts, pants, clothes like that. And you can get normal person's clothes done, I'd say, for probably $10, $15, somewhere around there, including the dryer and the washer.
Well, let me ask you a question. Does the bigger washing machine, does it get the clothes cleaner?
You can put more clothes into those machines. All of them will get your clothes equally clean if you put the right amount of clothes in that for that machine. Mm-hmm. A mistake that a lot of people tend to make is overloading the machines. And, you know, people try to save money by filling up the machine as much as you can. But if you don't put the right amount of clothes in the machine to allow the clothes to cycle, to allow the water to penetrate all the clothing, to allow the soap to cover all the clothing, then they're not getting as clean as they could be.
Gotcha. What's the best time to go to a laundromat? If I want to go and I want to get in and out, I know you're open from what, 7 to 11?
7 to 10.
7 to 10. Mm-hmm. So what are the busy hours?
It all depends on the day, obviously. On Sundays, mornings tend to be our busiest hours. But I would say on like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, I would say morning's going to be kind of your best bet to get in and get out. The afternoon tend to be very busy on our weekdays, especially as you get later tonight when people get out of work and they need to go do their laundry. So, so on the weekends, I would say, we're pretty busy all day, but weekdays, mornings, weekends, kind of the afternoon to the evening.
Now, how much of your business is pickup and delivery?
Well, we just started up pickup and delivery only a couple months ago, so it's a relatively small part of our business for now. But we are growing. We're showing growth over the past couple months, so it's becoming an increasingly more important part of our business.
See, I would want to do that.
Yeah, no, it's very convenient for people. And once you start doing it, it's something that's hard to get off of because all you have to do is you just leave your clothes on the front step. I come pick it up. We'll bring it back the next day, all clean and folded.
Oh, it's folded too.
Yeah, clean and folded. Yeah, we'll hang clothes for you. We'll do, and we have, you can put in special requests to your orders as well.
Nice. Are you guys busier in the summer with tourists?
Oh, we get extremely busy in the summer. That's our busy season. Like most businesses around here, the summertime is exceptionally busy. We start to see an uptick at the end of March, and things don't really calm down until the end of September going into October.
Let me ask you, with COVID, did things slow down for you? What adjustments did you need to make around that?
Now, I was in college while we were dealing with COVID, so I wasn't around for the whole process. But from what I was told, things did, like for most businesses, come to a screeching halt. But we picked up quicker than most businesses did because, again, people need to do laundry. And it just we were in one of those essential services that you just can't do without. So we took the proper precautions. We made sure all of our stores were clean, sanitized. We got plastic up in all our stores. We had all our employees with masks, gloves, and we just got up and running again as quickly as we possibly could.
Mm-hmm. In my research, I looked at the top 3 customer complaints that people have about laundromats. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to ask you, what do you do to prevent these? The first one was out of order equipment.
Okay. So that is something that's unavoidable when it comes to laundromats, and it can come at very inconvenient times. We do have a mechanic we have on staff who comes whenever we need him to. So we kind of have him on an open schedule. So if machines start breaking down, I generally wait till more than 1 or 2 machines are broken down in a store. I send our mechanic over and he'll spend the morning there and he'll fix everything. And generally speaking, we'll need a mechanic to come to one of the stores every 2 to 3 weeks.
And how often do you have to service a machine?
That's a great question. So some machines can be tricky. Some machines can run perfectly all the time. Mm-hmm. There's certain machines that I know off the top of my head that are going to be more trouble for me as far as repairs and needing new parts than another machine. It's kind of similar to just like almost like having an electronic to where some just work better than others. Some break less easy than others. So that's what we kind of deal with in our stores.
Okay, the second complaint is uninviting atmosphere.
Mm-hmm. So definitely, you can get that with a lot of laundromats. I tend to find that not every laundromat does a great job at creating a clean and friendly environment with attendants who are happy to help the customers. So we work really hard. We really push our employees to be friendly, to be kind to all the employees there. We make a good effort to keep all of our laundromats clean. We keep everything well lit. We really stay up on our maintenance. We do decorations all year round. So we'll do like Christmas decorations. We'll do St. Patty's Day decorations. We'll even do 4th of July decorations. So, we have fun little things like that we like to do just to keep the environment fun and friendly. So everybody feels welcome and
And don't you have a TV?
Yes, we have TVs in all of our locations. We keep, we have our attendants can change. We have multiple TVs that can do multiple different channels. So if you want to request a channel at one of our stores, you can go in there, tell one of our attendants, be like, I want to watch the football game. They'll put the football game on for you.
That's kind of huge.
Yeah, definitely.
Having a TV in a laundromat is kind of huge.
Yeah, yeah.
And the last one, which I think you already kind of covered, is poor customer service. You have on-site attendants, right?
Yes, yes. I find that it's definitely much better for business to have attendants on site because, again, like a lot of times things happen where a machine will eat your quarters, or you'll have a problem with one of the machines, or you'll just need help starting up a machine, or just doing anything in a laundromat. And it's helpful to have attendants there who are there to help you, who are there to answer questions, who are there to give refunds if needed, just sell things you need like soaps, detergents, dryer sheets, all that kind of stuff. And that's how we do our wash and fold service too. So it's just a great amenity to have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's frustrating when you go into a laundromat and you need something, or the machine eats your quarters and there's no one there to help you. You're kind of out of luck.
Yeah, yeah.
Your pickup and delivery service, where is that available?
So we cover all the way from Ocean City. We do Summers Point. We do Margate, Ventnor, Atlantic City, Absecon. We do Linwood, Northfield, Egg Harbor Township. So we go all over the place.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, what's the turnaround time?
1 day. So if we put an order today, we can get it back to you tomorrow. We do Monday through Friday, and we do our pickups from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
And what is the cost of your pickup and delivery service?
So for our pickup and delivery service, we do a recurring pickup fee, or we do a one-time fee. So if you do a one-time pickup, it's going to be a little more expensive. It's going to start at $1.85 a pound. If you do a recurring pickup, which means you set up a pickup with us weekly or bi-weekly, now it's going to bring the price down to $1.75 a pound. And now we also do individual charges for different items, such as like comforters, blankets, sleeping bags, mattress toppers, all that kind of stuff. We do charge that separately. And we do add a $2.50 fee on top of our standard pricing for those items.
Do you have commercial contracts that you do?
Yes, yes. So we do a couple of commercial contracts. We used to do a few doctor's office for scrubs and certain items like that. But our main commercial customers are Airbnbs and short-term rentals in the area.
I imagine that picks up over the summertime as well?
Yes. So I have a lot of customers right now who kind of put their pickup and delivery service on hold because the summertime's obviously when they're getting customers, and it's a business for them. So if they're not getting customers in, if they're not turning over properties, then they don't need us. So we'll pick up with them very shortly here. We do a lot of weekly pickups for those guys.
Now, in my research, I saw that there are 35,000 coin laundromats in the United States that generate over $5 billion in gross revenue annually. What are you doing to continue to grow your business?
To continue to grow our business, we really take customer service seriously. We've noticed a need for pickup and delivery in the area. We went ahead and added that. We just modernized our business. So in the past year, we've added, computers and all sorts of technology into the business to really just take it to the 21st century, because everything used to be on written paper. So it just needed an upgrade. So to really grow our business, we're just going to continue with that. We're going to continue trying to expand our pickup and delivery service because that widens our reach. So there's, I don't know the exact statistic, but there's online I've read before where most of your customers are going to come in within 5 mile radius of a laundromat, just because it's a geographical business. Mm-hmm. You're gonna get the customers who are close to you, because one laundromat's not necessarily very different from another one. So the customer who's closest to your laundromat is going to tend to go to your laundromat. So the pickup and delivery business allows us to expand that reach. So like I said, we have locations in Summers Point, Egg Harbor Township, Pleasantville. Now we're going to be able to reach customers in Atlantic City, Ventnor, Margate, Ocean City. We're going to be able to reach all those customers now and be able to service them as well.
How about social media?
Yeah, so we've definitely made an attempt at social media. We do have a Facebook page. We do have an Instagram page. We try to stay active on there. But as far as things like Twitter and other things go, we don't really have any of that. We try to stay very active on Google. I actually stay in contact with a lot of customers through Google Messages, things like that. And I just try to keep all of our information updated on Google so everybody knows what's going on.
What are the challenges of running a laundromat?
Oh, I could sit here all day and talk about challenges running a laundromat. But I'd really say the biggest challenge that I face is the supply chain of it all. You know, people really don't think of laundromats as being a supply chain oriented business, but with how we run things and the wash and fold that we do and the pickup and delivery business we do, it's really about getting the right resources where they need to be. Because we have across 3 stores, we may have one store that's really busy one day. And one thing we like to offer our wash and fold customers is same day service. So if they bring it in the morning, we get it back to them in the afternoon. So what we do is, especially in the summertime, is we make sure that if that store is really busy, we divide up the labor to another store. We can bring that laundry over to another store, have them do it, bring it back to that store, make sure it's ready in time for the customer. And that gets especially challenging with the pickup and delivery business because sometimes we'll get orders in. We have pickup and delivery windows. So we'll have 8 to 11, 11 to 2, 2 to 4 p.m. So now if we get an order in that 2 to 4 p.m. slot and the customer wants it back at 8 to 11 in the morning, so now we got to figure out how to do that. So I got to figure out, okay, what store right now can handle 50 pounds of laundry to get it done by the next morning. And that's kind of the biggest challenge that I face when doing all of this.
Logistics.
Yeah, logistics.
And I imagine long hours.
Erratic hours is how I would explain it. So sometimes, you're in there from 7 p.m. to 11, but you were there earlier from 11 to 1 p.m. It just depends on what's going on that day. Because again, like you got to keep like you said with the complaints, you got to keep all the machines up and running. You got to keep employees happy. You got to make sure the laundry's getting done. You just got to stay on top of things, and that can lead to some funky hours.
I imagine. And when you're not expecting it, a machine goes down.
Yes. And sometimes when it's we have machines that are the most used at some of our locations, and if those goes down, it becomes a big deal. And we got to make sure we get those up and running fast because those are the machines people want to use. Mm-hmm.
So there's there's favorite machines?
Yes. People definitely have their favorite machines when they come to our stores.
What is the laundromat customer like?
That's an interesting question. So a lot of our customers I've met, I love talking to the customers. Everybody's very friendly, very nice. It's kind of like I'd explain it more of a community spot. Because when you go to the laundromat, you're spending a couple hours there. You're talking to different people within the store. You're interacting with people, and it's funny because a lot of people I'll talk to a lot of customers, especially older customers, who will tell me, "Oh, I have a washer and dryer at home, but I come into the store to just to come out and socialize, meet people, and have that kind of just human interaction." And people tend to enjoy that. And
you probably see the same people frequently.
Oh yeah, definitely. I see there's some customers I see every week. I say hello, and it's nice. It's nice having that.
How frequently do you have to deal with the difficult customer?
They definitely come up every once in a while. I'd say it's I don't want to say it's uncommon, but I want to say it's more rare to deal with a difficult customer because I tend to find that people are pretty reasonable, especially when they're upset. I like to take a different approach to it. I like to kind of understand what their issue is, and I kind of just talk them through it. And once, if you listen to people and you're able to talk through their problems and understand their problems, you tend to find solutions. That's the way I look at it.
Now, I imagine being out and about a whole lot, you have a chance to order takeout.
Yes. So I am a very frequent customer at Chipotle over here in Summers Point. That's my favorite spot to go when I'm out and about doing my deliveries. It's really funny. It's gotten to the point where I come in there and they'll have my order ready for me when I walk in.
Nice. What do you get?
So I'll get a chicken bowl with black beans and veggies, lettuce, and salsa.
How about pizza? Where do you go for pizza?
Pizza. So if I had to pick a pizza place in Somers Point, I would say Michelli's is my favorite. Mm-hmm. But since I do live in Mays Landing, I love Maruzio's. It's my favorite spot around there.
I like Sal's. Have you ever had Sal's?
Yeah, Sal's is excellent.
The margarita?
Yeah, it's very, very good.
How about sit-down dinner? Where do you go in Somers Point?
I love Ventura's. That's one of my favorite spots to go around here. It's just a great atmosphere. They have really good food. I enjoy it there.
Best bang for your buck meal in Somers Point?
I'm a big fan of hot bagels for that. You can go in there and get the sandwich, breakfast sandwich for like $6 and keeps you full pretty long.
Thank you, Cade, for being here from Ye Olde Washaus, located in Somers Point, Egg Harbor Township, and Pleasantville. They have pickup and delivery. And anything you want to add?
Yeah, so I just wanted to add for our first-time customers, we offer a promotion code that you can get 25% off your first order. Now, if you use the coupon code for WASH25, that's WASH 25, you go to our website and you put that in and you'll get 25% off your first pickup and delivery order. And I did want to add that our minimum order amount for pickup and delivery is $30 and our minimum order amount for wash and fold is $22.50.
So check out Ye Olde Washaus at 260 Bethel Road in Somers Point and locations in Egg Harbor Township and Pleasantville. Thanks again, Cade, for being on the podcast.
Thanks for having me.